Buttons are used for navigation and triggering the spray override. The light sensor is used as a trigger for the system to start recording data and to set the system state to in use. If the light sensor sees the light has been off for more than a minute, it sets the system state back to not in use. The distance sensor is used for detecting if someone is sitting on the toilet. It is sampled at a set interval while in use. The motion sensor is used for detecting general motion in the bathroom. Like the distance sensor, it is sampled at a set interval while in use, and it is used to determine whether the toilet is being cleaned. The magnet sensor is used for detecting refreshing the toilet. It is attached to an interrupt which triggers the system to determine what the toilet was being used for. The interrupt is only active in the in-use state. The system has 3 LEDs which indicate the state of the system. Red means the system is not in use, yellow means the system is halted for changing the settings in the operating menu, and green indicates the system being in use. The green LED blinking indicates an imminent spray from either an override or detected use. While not in use, the buttons don't react to any input. While in use, the center button triggers the spray override, and the side buttons navigate to the settings menu. While in the settings menu, the outer buttons are used for navigation through the carousel style menu, while the center button is used for confirming. The delay timer can be changed in steps of 5 seconds both up and down with a minimum of 5-second delay. The sprays can be reset after confirmation to ensure the user doesn't accidentally reset them. In normal use, the user would enter the toilet and turn on the light. This triggers the system to start measuring the environment. After doing their business, the user flushes the toilet and triggers the system to stop measuring, determine what the toilet was being used for. Based on the time, total movement and distance detected, the system will determine the use, output the data to the display, and spray the appropriate amount of times. The system is designed to be mounted on top of the toilet. It has its own battery, allowing it to run without an electrical socket, and the user only has to place the magnet sensor in the correct spot on their toilet. The libraries used by the system include EEPROM for the memory, liquid crystal for the LCD display, a combination of one wire and dialless temperature for the temperature sensor, and NewPing for the distance sensor. In its current form, the system uses mostly the movement and elapsed time to determine the use. This makes the device somewhat smart, but a lot of the times it still gets the wrong use. During testing, we noticed the system had a difficult time detecting the difference between the number 1 and cleaning if the toilet was used for only a short amount of time. This most likely has to do with the way movement is being sampled by the system with the sensitivity of the sensor itself. If we were to rebuild the system, we would therefore reconsider the uses of both the distance and movement sensor, as we believe they are currently not being used to their full potential. From usability testing, we can conclude that though the system may not be very accurate, it is very usable. In a new version, we would therefore keep the interface the same with the LEDs, buttons and screen outputs.